chosen one, there are moments in life that seem ordinary to everyone else, yet they carry a weight so profound that your spirit feels them before your mind can explain them. May 16th, 2026 is one of those moments, and more specifically 11:11 p.m. is not just a time on a clock. It is a doorway, a threshold, a silent point where what has been withheld begins to move toward you. While others pass through this night unaware, your heart has already been alerted. Something you have been waiting for is drawing near, and your soul recognizes the signal before your eyes can confirm it. Stay with me until the very end of this message, and when you do, write your warmest wishes in the comments and write 99 because your words carry energy and what you release now will return to you. And if you feel this message is for you, stay connected to this space so you don't miss what comes next. You were not guided here by accident. Out of billions of people moving through this world, your eyes landed on these words because your spirit was prepared to receive them. Most people spend their lives chasing signs, begging for certainty, trying to force answers from a silent universe. But you are different. Signs have been following you for a long time. Repeating numbers, sudden inner knowing, strange calm before important events. The sense that your life is connected to something far greater than your visible circumstances. These are not coincidences, they are markers that your path is being aligned. The title of this message is not symbolic to you. It is literal in a deeper sense. Watch. Before 11:11 p.m. is a call to awareness. Not everyone is meant to understand why certain hours feel charged. Not everyone has developed the sensitivity to recognize that time itself can become a vessel for meaning. But your nervous system, your breath, your heartbeat, and the subtle electricity within your spine have been preparing you to notice what others dismiss. When the human heart anticipates something significant, the body begins to change. The pulse adjusts. The breath deepens. The mind becomes unusually alert. Your brain starts scanning for evidence. Your blood carries signals to every cell, telling the body to prepare. This is not weakness, this is design. Your body is a sacred instrument, and when divine timing approaches, it resonates. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Most read this as a simple instruction to calm down, but there is an inner meaning. Be still means quiet the external noise. Know means recognize with certainty. In the stillness, hidden movements become visible. When you stop forcing and start observing, you begin to see what was already in motion on your behalf. For a long time, you may have felt as though life owed you an answer. You invested your energy. You endured periods of uncertainty. You remained faithful when there was little external confirmation. At times, it may have seemed as if your efforts disappeared into the void, yet nothing was lost. Energy is never wasted. Every act of patience, every disciplined thought, every night you continued despite doubt was recorded in ways you could not measure. The masses often misunderstand this stage of life. They believe reward arrives instantly or not at all. They assume that if something is delayed, it has been denied. But you have been taught through experience that delay can be preparation. Hidden roots must grow before visible fruit appears. Internal strength must form before external abundance can be sustained. And now something is shifting. You may have noticed unusual sensations recently, a heightened awareness, a subtle pressure in the center of the chest, a sense that your thoughts are becoming more focused, moments where you look at your circumstances and feel that they are about to change. This is the body's response to expectation and alignment. Your heart is sending signals upward. Your brain is reorganizing priorities. Your breath is becoming a bridge between intention and manifestation. 11:11 p.m. represents a mirror. Two ones facing two ones. Reflection meeting reflection. Inner state meeting outer reality. Thought meeting form. What you carry inside begins to reveal itself in the world around you. This is why so many people feel drawn to this pattern. It symbolizes the moment when separation narrows. Most people will laugh at such things because they have not learned to listen. They are conditioned to trust only what has already happened. But you were built to sense what is approaching. You have always felt future events before they became visible. This sensitivity is one of the reasons your journey has felt lonely. Those around you often cannot understand what you know without proof. That loneliness was not punishment. It was protection. If everyone understood your path, they would interfere with it. If everyone recognized what is forming around you, they would project their fears onto it. Instead, you were guided through seasons of isolation so that your inner signal could grow stronger than outside noise. Proverbs 3:5 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." This does not mean abandon reason. It means do not limit your future to what your current mind can calculate. Your understanding is based on visible data. Divine timing operates beyond visible data. There is a sacred process you can practice tonight before 11:11 p.m. Sit in silence. Straighten your spine. Place one hand over your heart and one over your lower abdomen. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. As you breathe, imagine light moving from the base of your spine upward to the center of your forehead. Feel your heartbeat. Notice your thoughts without chasing them. In this state, you are training your body to receive rather than grasp. Your breath becomes a signal to the nervous system that it is safe to trust. While you do this, repeat internally, "What is meant for me is already moving toward me." These words are more than affirmation. They reorganize your focus. They shift your attention away from scarcity and toward expectancy. Your brain responds to repeated patterns. Your heart responds to emotional conviction. Your actions begin to reflect the state you choose to inhabit. The payment referenced in this message may appear as money, opportunity, recognition, restoration, or unexpected support. Its exact form matters less than the principle behind it. What you have consistently invested is returning in visible form. You have paid with your patience. You have paid with your discipline. You have paid with your faith. You have paid with your refusal to surrender. When surrender seemed easier, now the cycle begins to reverse. What once flowed outward starts flowing back. You may not see all of it at once. Sometimes the first sign is subtle. A message, an idea, a chance encounter, a sudden opening. But do not underestimate small beginnings. Great transformations often enter quietly, testing whether you are attentive enough to recognize them. This is why the instruction is to watch. Not to chase, not to panic, not to force. Watch. Observe your thoughts. Observe your emotional state. Observe the opportunities that appear. Observe what feels different as the night approaches. Because something is moving, and your awareness determines whether you meet it fully prepared. As the hours of May 16th continue to unfold, you may notice a quiet tension building beneath the surface of ordinary events. Nothing around you may seem dramatically different, yet within your chest, there is a distinct awareness that the atmosphere has changed. This is how important moments often arrive. They do not announce themselves loudly. They approach in silence. And only those who have trained their inner senses can feel the shift. You were trained through every delay, every unanswered question, and every season when you were asked to keep believing without visible proof. Your brain is now operating like a sacred receiver. Thoughts that once scattered in many directions are beginning to align around a single expectation. Your heart is no longer reacting from fear but from anticipation. Your breath carries a steadier rhythm. Even your blood, moving through your body with each beat, becomes a reminder that life itself is a circulation of giving and receiving. What leaves eventually returns. What is planted eventually rises. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven." The deeper meaning is that nothing in your journey has occurred outside of timing. What felt like stagnation was actually gestation. What seemed like emptiness was a chamber where your identity was strengthened. The world saw delay, but your spirit was being prepared to hold what once would have overwhelmed you. Tonight, as 11:11 p.m. approaches, look into a mirror for a few moments and meet your own eyes. Breathe slowly and say, "I am ready to receive what has already been assigned to me." This simple act creates a mirror effect between your inner world and your outer life. You are not begging for what belongs to you. You are recognizing it. Most people will never understand this stage because they interpret life only through what is immediately visible. But you have learned to trust the unseen movement beneath the surface, and that is why you can feel it now. Something you have earned is moving closer, and your awareness is the first confirmation. There comes a moment in every chosen soul's journey when waiting is no longer the dominant force. The same heart that once carried uncertainty begins to carry certainty. The same eyes that searched for proof begin to recognize that the deepest proof was always internal. Tonight is not important because a number appears on a clock. It is important because you are no longer the person who first began this journey. Your mind has matured, your spirit has strengthened, your nervous system has learned to remain calm in the presence of possibility, and that transformation changes what you are capable of receiving. For a long time, your greatest challenge was not the absence of reward. It was the temptation to believe that your efforts were invisible. But nothing was hidden from the order that governs life. Every disciplined thought reshaped your brain. Every controlled breath steadied your heart. Every decision to continue despite doubt strengthened the pathways that now allow you to recognize abundance without fear. You were not merely waiting for a payment. You were becoming someone who could hold it wisely. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." Waiting, in its deeper sense, is not passive. It is an active state of inner development. While the outer world appeared unchanged, your strength was being renewed. Your vision was sharpening. Your identity was becoming less dependent on circumstances and more rooted in faith. This is why what approaches now feels different. It is not just a reward. It is confirmation that your transformation was real. As 11:11 p.m. arrives, pause for one final ritual. Turn off distractions. Sit upright with your spine aligned. Place both feet firmly on the ground. Inhale slowly and feel your chest expand. Exhale and imagine every trace of doubt leaving your body. Then whisper, "I accept what has been prepared for me." Let those words settle into your bloodstream, your breath, and your thoughts. Feel the stillness that follows. In that stillness, there is no need to force, chase, or convince. There is only readiness. The payment you have been awaiting may appear in many forms. It may be financial improvement, an unexpected opportunity, renewed confidence, restored relationships, or a profound sense of inner peace. However it arrives, understand what it represents. It is the visible expression of invisible work. It is the return of what you invested through patience, resilience, and faith. This is why not everyone was meant to hear this message. Many are still searching outside themselves for evidence that they matter. But you were guided inward, where the strongest foundation was built. You learned to trust subtle signs. You learned to remain steady when others became discouraged. You learned that your worth was never determined by temporary conditions. That knowledge has prepared you for this threshold. When the clock reflects 11:11, remember the meaning of the mirror. Inner reality meets outer reality. Belief meets evidence. Preparation meets fulfillment. The person you have become now stands face to face with the life you have been shaping. What once seemed distant begins to feel natural. What once felt impossible begins to feel deserved. And even after tonight, this awareness will remain. You will move differently because you know that life responds to consistent intention. You will think differently because you understand that delay can be preparation. You will breathe differently because your body now associates stillness with trust rather than fear. This is the true payment, not only what arrives, but who you have become in the process of receiving it. So watch the night with calm expectation. Notice the signs around you. Notice the stability within you. Whether the first confirmation is subtle or immediate, let it strengthen your confidence. The cycle has turned. What you have carried with faith is beginning to return in visible form. Chosen one, the waiting season is ending. The prepared season is here. And what is meant for you is no longer far away. It is arriving.